So we did something on joins. So we talked about full join, inner join, left join, right join, and I did a brief introduction using the tables that we have, using the sales table and the branch data table. And I think with that we were able to understand some things. What I did yesterday was still kind of it was confusing for you when you went back. Raise up your hand. You didn't get it. Please let me know. So we all understand. Okay. So we all understand. Okay, no problem. Miss Perpetual, welcome. Um,
Good evening, everyone. Happy New Year.
yeah, good evening, ma. Welcome. Same to you, ma. You're not in class yesterday.
No, I wasn't. Actually, I actually forgot that we have classes on Saturday.
Hey, Mr. Anthony, welcome, sir. You're not in class yesterday too.
Thank you. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, sir. Did you
Long
forget, sir?
time.
Did you forget about the class?
I'm trying to reboot to plenty wahala.
No, wala, no, wala.
Uh, Thank
Have you
you.
seen our video? The video of yesterday's class. Okay. So let's continue. So yesterday, let me share my screen so we can start. So yesterday we talked about joints and I explained the different types of joints, the full joint, the inner joint, the left joint, the right joint. If you don't understand these joints, then I think you have to go back to the video and watch it. But now what I want to do basically is that I see someone wants to join the class. So what I want to do now is look at the question they gave us. The question is get the details of the branch. The branch is on the sales table. The pizza sold. The pizza sold is on the sales table. Price. Price is on the sales table. And the managers. Don't forget, manager is on the branch table. The sales table does not have the manager. So they said we should get all of this from our tables, from the database. So how can we do it? Then I'll come here, I will say select. From the sales table, you take the branch. From the sales table, you take the pizza sold. From the sales table, you take the price. Because the sales table does not have manager, I'm taking that manager from the branch data table. So from the branch data, I'm taking the manager. From where? From sales table joint branch data table. So I have two tables, the sales table and the branch data table. So from sales table join branch data table. Then I'm going to tell SQL the point of connection between these two tables. Because from the two tables, there is manager, sorry, there's branch in sales table and there's also branch in what? The branch data table. So I'll say the sales table branch is equal to the branch data branch and I'll run it. Once I run that, I'll be able to see all of this. Sorry. Okay, it's still working, no problem. No problem. It's still working. So I'll be able to see all of this. I don't understand what I just did. Raise up. Let me know. Just unmute your mic and let me know. This is yesterday's class. I know you all understand. But if you don't understand, let me know. Okay. So we can continue then. Thank God. So now I want to rewrite this. Still this same thing. I want to rewrite it in another format. Then I will say something like select a dot branch, comma a dot pizza sold, comma. Now, if you notice, what am I doing? This sales table, I'm representing it with a letter. I'm representing with A, the sales table. I don't want to write, it's taking time writing the whole sales table. So I want to represent it with A. So I'll say A dot branch, A dot pizza sold. The next one is going to be A dot price, comma. Then the next one is not sales table, it's branch data. So that will be, I want to represent branch data with B. B dot manager, from where? From sales table, from sales table, you will now put that that A that you are using to represent sales table before, you now put it in front. To show that sales table, I've been calling it A before while I was bringing out my columns. I've been calling it what? A, join branch data B. So you have to represent, we've represented branch data with B. We represented sales table with A. Sorry, what am I writing? B. On what? On A dot branch is equal to B dot branch. Yeah. Then I'll close this. Then I'll run it. Can you see I still have the same thing? The same thing is still showing here. So now, you don't understand what I just did, please. I'll mute your mic and let me know.
Sorry, I wanted to ask. So it
Okay.
doesn't matter if there is a space between the branch and the equal sign. It doesn't matter, right?
No, it doesn't matter. This right?
Yes, yes.
No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
So you all understand this?
So you are rewriting it in another format. Is that what you are trying to do?
Yes. It's still the same thing as this. Oh. It's still
Okay.
the same thing as this. Just that anywhere I see the sales table, I have to put A. And anywhere I see branch data, I'll put B. You can try to use anything you want. Anything. Just that from sales table, that thing that you're using to represent, you have to denote it here to tell SQL that okay, I've been using A and B, but this is the meaning of the A and B I've been using. I don't know if you get what I'm saying.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. So who again is following me? Okay. So let's continue. So let's look for something else to do. Hold on. I think I have we've done all of this. Have we done anything on subqueries?
No, we haven't.
No, we are.
No.
Okay, okay, thank you. So let's continue. Let's continue. So now I want to generate something else. Get. or retrieve, okay, get records from the sales table where the price is greater than the minimum price. Where the price is greater than the minimum price. What is the minimum price on our table? Let's see our table first. Select star from sales table. So this is our table. The highest price is 4,000 and the lowest price is 2,000, right? So now, if I want to do this, instead of you select all the records, select star from sales table, from sales table, where now where what? Where the price is greater than the lowest price. What was the lowest price? No one is talking. What is the lowest price?
2,000.
2,000. 2,000. So now if you look at all the prices I have here, everything is the 2,000 is gone. So now that is because you even know that it is 2,000. What if you don't know it is 2,000? How can I get the minimum price in this particular table? Now I'm coming to get the minimum price. What do I do? I will say select minimum price. Hope you understand. That's how to get the minimum price from sales table. You don't understand what I'm doing? Please unmute and talk. So to get the minimum price from this our table, normally, from the sales table normally, how do I get the minimum price? This is how to get the minimum price. So you can see the minimum price is what? 2,000. It has gotten the minimum price for us. So now, how do you think I can write this? What if we don't know it is 2,000? We don't want to check our table before we write it. How can I write it? I can say something like this: select star from sales table where price greater than minimum price. So who can tell me, will this work? We already know that minimum price is what?
It won't work.
It won't work. Who is talking now?
It was
Let's
me. I
know.
said it won't work.
Mr. Michael. Okay, Mr. Michael said it won't work. Who again? I need a lady. I need a lady to. Sorry, a female to talk. I want to know if it will work or not before I run it. Oh.
It won't work
Okay. So tell me why it will not work.
because the SQL does not know the minimum. We have not yet set something for minimum price yet. So I think we need to tell it that okay, this is the minimum price or select minimum for you to know that this is what we're referring to.
Okay. So now, if you run this, obviously it will not work. Why is it not working? What is the meaning of mean price? Mean price is not defined. It is this whole select statement that gave us 2000, right? It is this whole thing that gave us 2000, not just this one, right? It is this whole thing that gave us 2000, not just this one, not just this mean price. What gave us 2000? If I write mean price, if I come here now and I write mean price, sorry, mean price, and I close it, it's not going to throw anything. Mean price does not mean anything. So what will I do? It is this one that is giving me something, and when I run this, what is it giving me? It's giving me 2000. So what will I do? It is in this particular statement. I would now say, I will delete this. I will now put this one that gave me 2000. I will now put it inside. I will now put it inside the bracket like this. I don't know if you understand what I'm doing now. I will now put this inside the bracket. Now I have a select statement inside another select statement. This is a select statement. Then I have another select statement inside. If I run this now, then to give me what I'm looking for. All the prices here, there's no 2000. Then it has worked. Now this is what we call a subquery. Subquery is when you have two or more select statements within an SQL statement. What I just did now, you don't understand. Please raise up your hand. Oh, sorry. Unmute your mic and say something. Okay. Okay. So I need in just a minute. I want you people to get a biro and a paper. In just 2 minutes. So just grab a biro and a paper. Once you get it, please just raise up your hand. A biro and a paper, so I will know that you are ready. Let me get my own too. I want us to do some things because I must make sure you guys understand this thing 100%. Like I said, very, very compulsory you understand this SQL. Okay. Just three people. I think you should have gotten it all. Please let me know when you've gotten your biro and your. I want all of us to participate in this exercise. It's really, really compulsory. Because I know that some people don't write this SQL statement. Once I've done it in class and they are watching my videos, they believe they can write it. And seeing is different from writing it yourself. Ah, it's like we'll continue. Mr. Mrs. Ibironke, Mr. Okay, we just have 5 hands. We still have Mr. Anthony. If you know you can't get the biro, just don't worry about it. So that we won't just be waiting for you. It's just Mr. Anthony. So let's continue. Let's continue. And Mr. Samuel. So let's continue. You can drop your hands. Let's continue. So now I will throw a question. Once I throw the question, write the code. Write the code you think will be the answer on that paper. So I'll call you and you tell me what you've written down. Please and please, this is very, very important. This is very, very important. Let me. You can drop your hands now. Let me write. In just 2 minutes, I'll give you 2 minutes to write the code. That's the first one. Okay. Then another one. Then another one. Are we here? Miss Anu, have you started? Miss Anu, I can't hear you.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. I think this is okay. So the whole of this is question. This is the first question. This is the first question. This is the second question. This is the third question. But this is the continuation of the fourth question. So that you see it. That's why I cut. I broke that line. I hope you can see my screen. So now, before you start, you are using all the tables. Oh. You are not using just one table, so you need to check something. Before we start, please hold on. Let me come back and explain something to us. Now, we have 3 questions, and in 5 minutes, I think we should be done with those 5 questions. I need you to be very, very careful with those 5 questions. So what I want you to do now is, so that you can have reference to the tables we are talking about. They are still the same table we use for our Power BI. Don't forget those sales table. For the first question, sorry, I want to show you something. Get all the revenue generated each day alongside the daily targets that needs to be made. So I need to have three things: the dates, the revenue that was made each day, and we have daily sales targets. Inside this daily sales targets, there's something inside. If I select, I'm coming. Let me go and bring out those Excel sheets. Yes. So this data sets that we shared that time, you can open your laptop and go there and see those. You see the branch data. Exactly. So this is the branch data. So if your question requires you to use anything here, you can use it. This is the daily sales target. On the daily sales target, what do we have? We have hold on. We have the dates and we have the target. We have the dates and we have the target. That's on the daily sales target. Then we have the sales target. On the sales target, we have the different types of pizza and the sales target for each type of pizza. That's what we have. So now, and we have the sales table, and you understand what is on the sales table already. So now, using those four tables now, you answer these questions. You don't understand what I just said, please let me know now. Okay, since we all understand, we can start.
So please, the questions we have not finished writing them.
No, okay, don't worry, I will just let me even drop the question on the chat. Let me drop it on the chat. Yes. So those are the questions. You have four questions there. So and I'll go back to it. So since I started my own, I started doing my own now. Once I'm done with my own, you guys will stop. Oh. You should be done with number one. Oh. This is 8:44. So by 8:50, yes, it should be done. think someone wants to join the class. Mr. Dara, welcome. Welcome. You can check the chat box or no, don't even bother. There is an exercise going on. You can get your pen and paper and help us in solving these questions.
Okay, thank you. I just got unnecessarily distracted today.
Okay, sir.
Unnecessary visitor came, so I'm just. Uh,
You have 3 more
okay, the
minutes.
question.
The question is here already. Look at the question.
Okay, okay. Wait, let me bring back on paper.
Hope nobody is using ChatGPT. Oh. Don't use ChatGPT. Oh.
Mr. Ahmed, hello. Please kindly check your WhatsApp.
Okay. Sorry, who was the person that talked?
Sam.
Okay, Mr. Samuel. Sorry. Will you just leave the class? There's no point, so you can just get the recording and you can take care of yourself.
Alright, thank you.
Okay. It's time, oh, but I'll give you 2 minutes of grace. Are you done? Mrs. Nkem?
Hey. Hey, I'm still struggling with number two.
Ah,
I've done number
ah,
one, but number two, I'm
Mrs.
still.
Mr. Ario. Mr. Ario, you're not saying anything.
Ah, it's serious. Oh.
Mrs. Anu.
Ah, I'm
Yes.
struggling with number three. Oh, I'm on number three.
Okay, nice. Nice. By
The
nine
ones that
o'clock, I'm stopping. By 9 o'clock. So you have like 8 more minutes. I can see it's getting thick. Me, I'm done.
wahala.
Oh. Who again is there? Mr. Dara. Mrs. Ibironke. Calm down. Just calm down. Calm down. Don't worry, you get it. This is how it will look like. Oh. Not all those simple words I have been doing. Mrs. Ibironke.
We can't see the question again. Oh.
Yes.
I'll go back to it. I just wanted to know where you guys are now. Mrs. Ibironke, where are you? Which number?
I'm still
Yeah, which number?
struggling with two.
Ah, don't
Number
struggle with
two.
two. Don't struggle. For those of you that are struggling with number two, hope number one is already green. Number one has to be green. Oh. Who again have I not called? If I not call your name, please let me know. Mr. Dara.
You know, I just joined now, so I'm just still looking at it.
Okay, okay. Look at it very well, sir.
Mi- Mr. Ahmed, please, are we
Yes.
are we inserting those? How can we, as in, are we uploading those other tables you mentioned now? The one you showed us aside from the SQL.
No, you don't need to upload it. I just want you to write it on paper. You don't worry about uploading. You have
Okay.
4 tables already, and you know what is inside those tables. I think you have 3. You don't have the third one. I
Yes,
already
we have
sent.
three. Yes, we have
You
three.
don't type it on your system. Okay, because I say green. Just type it out. Just write it on
Okay.
your paper.
Okay.
So I just
Okay.
want to know.
Okay.
6 more minutes. Oh. Any challenge, you can let me know. Hmm. I wish this was a physical class so I can be seeing what you are doing. Hmm. 4 minutes more. Mr. Ario, you are which number now?
Number one.
Ah, what happened?
I'm still strange to this. I'm trying to just you know to just catch up.
Okay,
That's it.
okay, okay. Mr. Michael,
Yeah.
which number now, sir?
uh, Number one is halfway written. Number two is done. I'm thinking. I'm doing it. I've not completed them. I'm sure writing them. I don't write my code at once. I'll soon finish.
Okay. Mrs. Nkem,
Okay, I'm on number 3.
okay. Mrs. Perpetual,
I was just hoping and praying so hard that you don't remember my name.
good. Mrs. Anu, I not forget. Mrs. Anu, which number?
So, Mr. Ahmed, I'm struggling. Oh, big one, sef.
So SEL is not like simple again like this.
Ah, it's
And
not
I
though.
was
It's
asking, I was asking you people, do you
giving
have
me headache.
questions? It's giving you a headache. Okay, we have 2 more minutes. Then we'll do our correction. We'll do our correction. But before we do our correction, we have forth and back. We'll see what we can do. I just want you people to get what I'm trying to feel the pressure. So this is how it's going to look like. So pens up, pens up, pens up, pens up, pens up. Are you with me? Now let's try and solve what we have. Hmm. Some as in the way someone is just thinking out loud. Like Now the first question. The first question. Get all the revenues generated each day. So if you look at it, there's a date column, right? Each day alongside the daily target. So I need to find the date, the total revenue that was generated each day. And don't forget, on the daily sales target, I'm coming, let me select star from, yeah, daily sales target. On the daily sales target for each day, we have the target for each day. So they want to have the target too, this target. So what do we do? So to solve that, this is not what we need. To solve that, what do I need? I need, because I want to involve two tables. I need to get my sales table and I need to get my daily sales target table too. So what do I need to do? I will say I want to select a dot date. My a here, a dot date. My a here means sales table, the original, the first table, sales table, comma. Then I need to do sum of A dot sales price. When there's a sales price column for our, let me run this. Where we have the revenue, I didn't call it revenue, this sales price, right? So I need to sum it up now to know the total amount that was made for each day. Then another thing I need to get is that on the B dot target, yes, B dot target, that is on the other table, I need to get the target column. I need to get the target for each day, right? From where? From sales table A, join daily sales target B, on A dot. So what is common between the two tables? The date column. A dot date is equal to D dot. On the daily sales target table, it is called day. We call it day. I'm coming. Let me show you something. Select star from daily sales targets. Can you see? They didn't call it date, they called it day. And it's still that same date that is inside our sales table. But on our sales table, they called it date. But here we called it what? Day. So that is why I wrote this. Don't forget, we have an aggregate function. And anytime we have an aggregate function, we need to use our group by. So group by, what am I grouping by? I have to group by that A dot date, comma, and I still have to group by that bit dot target. Then I'm done with my code. This is my code. I don't understand what I just wrote. Raise up your hand. Or just speak up. Nobody's speaking. Oh,
I don't understand though. Yeah, I don't understand.
Mr. Rio, okay. I have a queue. Mrs. Iberonke. Okay. So who does not understand again? Mrs. Nkem, you understand, right?
Yeah, I understand now. Yeah.
Okay. Mrs. Anu, do you understand?
Yes.
Mr. Michael,
Yeah, I used date. That's why it wasn't working. I didn't realize it was date and day.
do you understand now? So for those that don't understand, let's get two things first. Okay. Let me use the Excel. Look at the daily sales table, daily sales target table. We have for different days and the amount that must be made, the target that is set for them. That's for each day. And on our sales table, hold on, I'm coming. Look at it. On our sales table, we have for each day too. Now, things are coming out every day. As in different transactions are going on each day. So for these days now, it's also on that daily sales target. Just for I think for 12 days or so. What is the total amount that was made each day? So if I get the date, I want to get the total money that I made each day. Then I will now I want to compare with this target that I said they must meet each day. I want to compare it. So I have three things. I have the date, the total amount that they made, and the target. Where can I see the target? On the daily sales table. That's where I can see the target. That is the only place I can see the target. So now I have two tables I want to deal with, the sales table and the daily sales target table. So how do I write my code? I say, okay, I'm representing this A. I'm representing A with the sales table and B with what? The daily sales target table. So I will say from the sales table, let me pick the date column. Okay. I have I've done this sales price. I've calculated sales price already. Now look at the price, 4,000, but this person bought 5, right? So the amount that person spent is 20,000 naira. So now the sales price for everything is that I have to sum everything. I have to sum it up, right? So and it's going to be summed up relative to the date that it was made. That transaction was made. So I have to sum up all the sales to get my revenue. So sum of sales price, and on the target daily sales target table, I need the target column. So that is why I have B now. B dot target.
Mr.
Where am I
Ahmed, please,
taking?
please, can you do us a favor? Can you write
Okay.
it in full? Can you just write it for clarity's sake? The
Okay.
A, do you understand? So that we'll be able to refer to it.
Okay. 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 So let's do select. Sales table. Sales table. Yeah. So I don't need to put all of this again since I'm writing this in full. So now I think you should understand this now. I think it's better now.
Exactly, it's better,
So
it's better.
now if I run this, I'm still going to have the same thing. I hope you understand now. This is perpetual.
Exactly.
This is perpetual. You raise up your hand too.
I'm still trying to wrap my head around it.
Where exactly? Where exactly?
I think the ending part, group by
No,
sales table
yes.
date, daily sales
And this one,
target.
right? Okay, very good.
I
Now,
just stuck
there
by
is
that.
an aggregate function, right?
Hmm.
And for every aggregate function, you have to have your group by function, right?
Okay.
So just put it that your group by has to be those two things remaining.
Oh, okay. Okay. Okay.
Is it okay now?
Yes. Yes. I only did that group by sales table
Date.
date. I left the daily sales
Yes.
target.
You have
Hmm.
to
I don't
because this is
understand.
not what because this is not an aggregate function. If this was an aggregate function, you can leave it. But because this is not an aggregate function, then this has to come in as a group by two.
Oh, okay.
So the next question. Get the bottom three. Who did this? This is very simple.
Okay, I
You did
did
this
it.
yesterday.
That number two.
You did number two. So who is talking? Let me know.
Yes. It's Nkem.
Yeah, Mrs. Nkemaya, give us your answer. Select.
Okay, select branch, comma,
So,
pizza
so
sold,
hold on, hold on. Select branch,
branch, comma, pizza sold, pizza sold,
okay. Pizza
comma,
sold.
sum of sales price,
Sum of sales. Okay, sales
price
price.
as total revenue, as total revenue
Sum of sales price as total revenue. Okay,
from sales table, sorry, from sales
okay.
table,
From sales table.
group by branch, comma, pizza sold,
So we group by
branch, comma, pizza sold,
branch, comma, pizza sold. Yes.
order by total revenue,
Order by
Total revenue.
Total revenue. Yes.
Limit 3.
Yeah, it's correct. I don't understand number two. Raise up your hand. Or just unmute your mic and let me know which part. This one is just even a bonus because I did this. I did this thing yesterday.
I'm sorry, shouldn't there be for the group by sum of
Sales.
total is it not supposed to be descending order?
Since I said bottom three
Okay,
now.
okay, okay, I get what you're saying. It's top three that'll be.
Yes. Thank you, sir. Now, the
Mr.
tickle.
Ahmed, sorry,
Yes.
please. The group by must it be the two?
Yes. If I
Okay.
remove one of them,
To not do abi.
yeah, we are going to run into an error.
Okay.
So now,
I did not put that so.
who did number three?
Number
Who
three
can
yẹn ó
try?
le o.
Ah, who can try? Someone raised up their hand. I didn't see that hand.
I was the one by retracted. I'm not sure.
No, 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 no. Confidence is key. Don't forget. Miss Perpetua, unmute your mic. Miss Perpetua, you're not that said something now.
I cannot
Yes.
hear you.
Confidence is key. No grief for anybody. Mr. Perpetua, unmute your mic. You have to tell me what you understand. No grief for anybody. Oh
Oh
yeah.
Police will apprehend you, Mr. Ahmed, for that
Be
statement.
lie. Soldiers will protect me.
yes, so.
Soldiers will protect me. Oh yeah.
Ah, okay. Select. Okay, that's number 3, right?
Select.
Pizza sold.
Okay.
Am I sure?
Is that so? Don't forget, how many tables do you need?
You need
You
the
need two tables,
target
right?
from the yes from the target and the
So you know why we are combining two
sales
tables? We
target.
have to state the table dots, that
Mm.
column that we need.
Oh, okay,
You need
okay.
to.
So I will say sales table, right?
Yes,
Sales
and
table
branch and
dot
branch.
dot was pizza sold first, I mean.
Yes, pizza sold. Yes,
Pizza sold, yes. Yes.
branch
Okay.
data.
No, we don't need the branch
Wait,
data.
get the. Am I getting
Total
what I'm
revenue.
saying?
No, no,
Okay.
no. You are still dealing with number three. Don't go to number four yet.
Oh, I'm mixing it up. Sales target.
Okay.
That's why I said I'm confused now.
On this, I have this.
Mm.
Then I have for the sales target table, Abby.
Yes, yes. That's what we
Sales
need.
target table. What do I
Mm.
need on the sales target table? I need the sales target, right?
Yes.
On the sales target table, I need the sales target. Thank you. What again do I need?
The sales revenue.
Thank you. So how am I going to do that? Sum of what?
Sum of sales revenue as total revenue.
Okay, sum of. So it's going to be sales
Sales.
from the sales table, right?
Yes, yes.
Take the sales price, Abby.
Yes, sales price as total
So I will now say as what?
as total
Total
revenue.
revenue.
Mhm.
Thank you. So let's
Then
continue.
which one? I wrote
From what?
from sales target.
From
From
sales
P
table first.
Sales table, sorry.
Uh-huh.
Sales target.
You are
Sum
not
of
joining
sales.
me.
Sum of. It's confusing now.
Now, okay, let me help you out. Let me help you out. Don't worry. Don't worry. So now let's do it. Get the total revenue generated for each pizza. So I need the pizza sold and I need their revenue. And this is the revenue that was generated for each pizza. And the target. Where can I find the target? The target can be found on the sales target table. So from the sales target table, I need the sales target. From the sales target table, I need the sales target. So I want to call this sum of revenue that I did. I want to call it was total revenue. Where am I taking all my data from? I'm taking it from the sales table, join the sales target table.
Oh, okay.
Do you
Yes.
understand?
That's what I missed. Yes.
On what? What is common between the two? On the sales table dot pizza sold is equal to, if you come
So
to
okay, sales target dot pizza sold, right?
our sales target, it is not called pizza sold. It is called what? Pizza. Have you seen it?
Yes, I can see it now.
It is called pizza, not pizza sold. On our sales table, it is called what? Pizza sold. It is still the same thing. So on my sales table, it is called what? Pizza sold.
Pizza sold.
And here it is
The
called
sales
what? On my
target is
sales target,
pizza
sorry,
target
dot
pizza.
pizza,
Mm.
right?
Yes,
I'm not
yes.
done. Because I have an aggregate function, then
Mm.
I'll be grouping by these two. So group by, what am I grouping by? These two.
Yes.
I can
Group
just copy
by pizza sold and sales
this.
target. Yeah.
Then I can close it up.
Mm.
Then I have
Wow.
it. Um,
That's a mistake. I wrote again pizza type and I left that sales target. Have
Sorry,
to
Mr.
I don't
Ahmed.
understand. Yes,
I don't
sir.
understand. On sales table dot pizza
On sales
sold
table dot pizza
dot
sold.
pizza sold
Yes, on the
equal,
sales table, we call it pizza
yes,
sold, right?
yes.
Equals sales target. On the sales target table, we didn't have pizza sold there. It is called pizza.
Hmm.
We didn't put it as pizza sold. The name of the column is called pizza. That's why we didn't have it like that.
Okay. So on sales target pizza.
On sales target dot pizza.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Okay. Okay. That's the table.
Yes,
The
that's the
table name.
table. Yes, the table name is sales target.
Okay.
And the column we need, the column
Okay.
that is common in both tables is pizza.
Yeah. It's pizza. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Do you understand?
Yes. Yes. That thing is confusing though, because I'm saying pizza. I'm saying you say pizza sold, and I'm saying ordinary pizza. So it's somehow
Okay.
confusing.
Okay, let me explain that. Let me explain that. Now look at this, our sales table. What do we have here?
Yes, pizza sold.
And let's go to the sales target. Sales target table. What do we have here?
Okay. Okay. Yes, pizza.
Do you
Okay.
understand? What is common between the
Yes,
two tables? Is it not this
pizza.
column?
Yes. Yes. That's the column.
Just that the naming convention is different. Do you understand now? They didn't call it pizza. So if you look at the first one that we did, on the first table they called it what? Date. On the second table they called it what? Day. Do you understand?
Yes.
If you look at this, what do they call it? Date. If I go to
Dates.
the daily sales targets now, look at what they called it.
Day.
Do you understand?
Yes.
So the name
Okay.
of the column might change. That doesn't mean you can't work with it. So now, if you have answered question 3, you now said something. They said, answer question 3, which is this, but exclude Ibadan branch. So this is my question 3, right? Control C. Okay, so now, sorry. Okay, let's continue. This is what we did for question 3. But they now said, answer question 3, but exclude Ibadan branch. He said we should exclude Ibadan branch. For we to exclude Ibadan branch, we need to add our where clause. And don't forget, our where clause is before the group by clause, right?
Yes.
Nobody's talking. Oh.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Our where clause is
Yes.
before the group by clause. So
Goodbye.
I need to add something here. So I need to add the where clause. Where, don't forget, our sales table dot branch is not equal to
Ibadan.
Ibadan. And the price must be greater than, okay, where sales table is not greater than this, Abi. They now said something again. They said the price must be greater than the list price. So now, and sales table, this sales table dot price. They said the price must be greater than the list price. How do I even get the list price in the first place? They said this sales table price
You
must be
need a stop
greater,
query.
that is the price on the sales table,
That's minimum price.
must be
You
greater
need a
than the
stop
minimum
query.
price,
Yeah.
right? How
Yes.
do I get the minimum price? That's going to be another select statement, right?
The
Yes.
subquery.
It's going to be a subquery. Thank you.
Select minimum price.
So that's going to be what?
Select
Select. I want to do something
minimum
now.
price.
Select minimum price.
From sales table. Abi?
Minimum price. I'm coming on from sales table. I want to do something. Hold on. Yes, this is the construction. Abi,
Yes. Yes.
we are still going somewhere.
Will
We
this
have not
work?
finished.
Don't you need to specify the like we've been doing for the always specify the table before the column. Can we
Ah,
just
God
simplify it
bless
like that?
you. God will bless you, sir. That is where I'm going. That we leave work. Some people might be carried away with the fact that I can just use to get the minimum price and I'll select this. That's why I want us to finish writing this, get the error, then we'll come back and we'll see where the error is. Let's continue. So I've done for this, right? I've done for Ibadan. The price must be greater than the list price. I've done for this. And the revenue generated. What is that revenue generated? This one, Abi, must be less than the average revenue generated. So how do I input that? Will I continue with this? And again, Abi,
No, that would be having.
thank you. So that will be having, because our having clause is used for an aggregate function. So we can come here and say having, don't forget our having clause is after what? After the group by. Having this total revenue now. Total revenue. He said it must be what?
Greater than the
Less
average.
than,
Okay, less than
it
the
must be
average.
less than the average.
Average
So
sales
how do I get the average now? Another what?
Another
subgrade.
subgrade.
Is it not getting interesting?
Select.
It's getting complicated more.
So we now have another select average. Average what?
Sales price.
Average. Now average sales table sales price.
Oh, okay. Ish, this thing is hard.
Right? From sales table. I'll close my bracket. We are not having any we are not having any result. It's not throwing an error. We don't have an error. It's not like we are wrong, but we don't have any result. Meaning that there is no result satisfying this condition.
Just like those summits and counties when we get 0.
Yes.
Mr. Med,
Yes, sir.
if we did not need to specify the table for the minimum price, then do we need to select it when we are doing the average price?
I didn't get your question.
In the where statement,
Yes.
after the and, in the
Yes.
subquery where we said select minimum price, we didn't specify the table. So if
This
we
is it
don't need to,
now. From sales table.
no, I'm saying in the minimum price.
Yes.
When, yeah, we didn't that minimum price. We didn't do minimum sales table dot price.
Yes. Okay, I said we are coming there. Let me do it. So it's supposed to be like this. Sales table dot price. Yes. So it's still going.
That's what I'm saying. So we didn't need to do it.
That is still going to go right. So we can just leave price.
Yes.
And same thing will happen here. But
Yes,
now
that's
to show consistency and uniformity, you need to put it. That's to avoid any form of error. In this case, it's because your table is well defined. It's because we are writing sales table, right? We are writing it out, sales table. What if we are representing with A and B, or you're representing with letters? It's going to get complicated in that way. And it's not always, let me tell you something. When you get to professional grounds, they don't list it out like this. So they use those codes, that A dot B dot C. So you need to get used to that particular one too. So if I'm using A, B, C, maybe I'm representing sales table with a particular thing, and I'm representing a branch table with a particular thing. In that case now, I'll be having a lot of things, and I must indicate that abbreviation that I'm using. I must put it inside those conditions. Now, let me change this condition. Let me change it to greater than. Now, when I change it to greater than, something came out. We're able to get something. So let me just change this to greater than. So less than did not work, greater than worked. Less than, there is no data to satisfy that condition. But since there's no data for lesser than, there should be data for greater than. And this is data for greater than. This last one, I know it is plenty. It is cumbersome. But you need time to digest what we just did. I should do it again. Raise up your hand.
Ahmed, I'm still not clear about my question.
Okay, I'm coming to your question. I'll come back. Um, what we just did now, do you understand it? You don't understand it of your hand.
When you are explaining it, it's easier, but when you want to do it, that might be the issue. Where I'm still trying to pick it up.
Mr. Dara, okay, no problem. No problem. So,
Well, I'm late a little bit today, so I might not pick some of all those things. But I want to
uh
send the video, I'll digest it.
yes, that's another thing. So, Mr. Michael, what Mr. Michael is saying is that let's remove all this. Will it still work? He's saying let's remove it, it will still work. Which I said yes, it will work. Mr. Michael,
Yes, sir.
maybe that's the question.
Yes.
So if I run this now, it's still working.
And so there's no need now.
That this is what I'm saying. Industry standard. If I'm to write this, I would have started with select a dot pizza sold. You know I'm not using sales table again.
Okay.
So in
I
my
just
condition,
came
I
back
must still,
to A now.
so in my condition, I must still put those abbreviations.
In the subquery, the abbreviation will go there because you've already decided to use abbreviation.
Abbreviations. Now you understand what I'm saying. Do you understand? Mr. Michael?
Just left. He just left.
Okay, okay. He's still around now. I can see him. Mr. Noya, what's the question?
I want to ask that in what situation do we use the left, the right join?
Okay. So now, let's assume that I'm trying to look for a scenario. Our sales table is the main target, right? This answer that I got here now, since our sales table is the first table that I'm using here, our sales table is the first table, right? If I use a left join, I'm still going to get the same answer because it's taking priority from the left table. So if I run this, I'm still going to have the same thing. Why? Because I'm saying make this your priority. So even if there's another target that is different from, maybe there is another, okay, let's assume that there's another one. Let's say there is what type of suya can we have? Sorry, another type of pizza. Let's say there is someone should give me now.
We just plain.
Let's say there's kuli kuli pizza. Let's assume that there's kuli kuli pizza, and on my sales table itself, the original sales table, there is no kuli kuli here, right? There is no kuli kuli here. But what I want to see is all the types of pizza, the total money I made from each of them, and the target from this particular place. And the target from where? From here. Because kuli kuli is not on that table, I don't need to see kuli kuli, right? So what will I do in that case? I will put priority on which table? On this particular table, telling it that if the pizza that I have here, if there's any type of pizza that is there that is not here, don't include it. All the pizza I want to see are the pizzas in this particular place. So I want to see their target. This is Anu. Have I answered your question?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank
So
you.
now, inner join and left join will work. Why is inner join and left join working? Because for all the values in the two tables, they are common. all the pizzas on both tables, they are common. That is why left join and inner join is working. So if I use left join, it will work. If I use inner join, it will work. I hope you are getting it. Okay.
So
So
what if you use right join? Right
yes,
join.
if you use right join, it should work now because the values are common. It's still going to work. Do you understand? Let's assume that there's a value on the sales target that is not on the sales table. Then that value will be excluded. I will look for a scenario where we can use those types of joins. I'll bring it to class. So I hope you understand this. I hope you understand how we can now construct, how we can break down our requirements.
Mr. Ahmed,
Yes, sir.
the only thing that can make this join stick, the syntax is not too complicated, but the only thing that can make it second nature is if we have practice. Maybe like some 5, 10 questions that we do over and over. That's the only way it can become the thing.
Yes, I understand. I understand that. I understand that. So now, before we do that, the assignment, the assignment. Before we do the assignment, there's a problem we need to solve. Me, I've solved the problem already, but you guys have not solved it. If you notice something, your own on your sales table, your date is not like this. Your date is not yet a date format. When we brought it in, we didn't bring it in as a date format, so we need to convert it. If you look at my own is already a date format. That's why I can easily use dates. Your own is not yet a date format, so you'll be having problem with it. So how do we convert? You need to convert it. How do we convert? I think I brought it somewhere here. Before I go to that, hope you understand this already.
It's understandable. We just need a constant practicing
Okay.
so you can be familiar with the
Yes,
codes.
it's not. See, I don't expect you guys to get it once and for all. I don't expect you guys to get it like this immediately. I didn't get it like this too. It was through constant practice, understanding the concept. That was why I was able to get it. So now, what I want you to just get is that as I'm doing this, you are understanding what I'm doing. Not like I'm performing magic. What I explain now, you understand it. You might not be able to write it yourself. Maybe when we leave you alone, you come and write your own. You might not be able to write it, but you understand what I did. That's what I need. So now, with your own constant practice, you'll be able to write your own too. What I just said now, understand it. You might not be able to write it, but you understand it. But with constant practice, you know that you'll be able to write it. Raise up your hand. I believe everybody should raise up your hand.
So critically,
Hello, sir. Okay.
first thing,
Mikadara,
so critically, somebody needs to, you must first of all understand your table very well.
yes, you must. That's the first thing. You must understand your table.
Hello,
Understand
sir.
the question.
I
Yes,
just said,
ma'am.
Yeah, I noticed the Excel data you sent to us. What we have there is sales data. There's no sales
Sales data,
table.
and sales table, they are the same thing in this scenario.
Okay, okay.
So, any other question?
I saw something on the chart, create table.
Yes. You know, me, I have 4 tables, right? You guys have how many? You have 3. So you need to create the fourth one, the branch data. You don't have it yet.
Okay.
So
So if you pick it from there.
that thing that I dropped on the, take it, come and paste it on your SQL, then run it. You have to run two things there. You have, you first run how to create the table. You see a semicolon, you run that one first. Then you run the second one again. There are two codes here, two statements. If you look at it very well, there are two statements there.
When we open the one we have already pasted on that SQL, we'll go down to the last, to where we have
So
the last.
you can do it anywhere. You can do it on any tab.
Okay,
It's still going to work. So far, you are still working on that database.
okay,
Do you understand? I can try to paste it anywhere. But
okay.
maybe for arrangements, yeah, you might want to paste
Yes,
it so you know that you created everything on a particular tab.
yes. Okay.
For changing the data type, is that not one of those alter things? Then you alter, then you change the
Data
data
type
type.
now is more complicated now, and it's deliberate. I made it like that. So I will show you what I did. But I need to understand that you understand this. I can move on to the next one. I have it somewhere here. So something like this. So you create this table. This is the end of the first statement. You run this. Then you come here again. This is another one. Insert. So you insert this. You run this again. Those two. Immediately you do that, you have your table. It will be 4 2. So now, on our sales table, our date is like this. This is how our date is. And we didn't even bring it in as a date. The normal way SQL sees date. Let me show you. There's one format, and the format is the year slash the month slash the day. I don't know if you can see it. The year slash the month slash the day. So what we did is that we didn't even bring it in as a date. We brought it in as a text. So we need to convert that text to a date format. That our text, we need to convert it to a date format. These are challenges you'll be facing when you start. So what do I want to do? The first thing I will first do, because I want to alter what is inside, I want to update what is inside this sales table. Assume that this thing, these are my, me, I've changed my own. But now assume that what I have here is in this format. Is in this format. Look at it. It's in this format.
It's small. Can you help us enlarge it?
Okay, for the Excel, right?
Yes.
Can you see the format?
Yes, okay. You can see now.
Yes. So now, how do I change that this format? I will now do something like this. Update sales table. Once I say update sales table, I've told SQL that I want to do something else. I want to update my sales table. I
So
want
please,
to
can you
update my
increase the font?
Is it better now? Is it better now?
Yeah, it's better.
So now I will tell I've prompted SQL that I want to,
It's better.
it's better, thank you. So I want to update, where is this now? Update the sales table. Update the sales table. Okay, you told the exec that you want to update the sales table. What do you want to do? Now, you now say set that date column, that date column is equal to You know, I brought it in as a text, right? In Python, you see all these texts, we call them string. String. All these texts, we call them string. But because we brought it in as a text, there's a function called string to date. String to date. Same thing as text to date. So I want to convert it from text to date. So this is the name of the function, str to date. So that my date column now is now going to be str to date. Open your bracket. The name of your column. What is the name of that our column? Date. Comma. Then you will now tell us the format in which you wrote it. The format in which you brought it in. What is the format in which you brought it in? You must be very, very careful here. If you go back to my own sales table, what is the format? The format is the day slash the month slash the year. Some people, some of you, because we have different Excel versions, some of you, your format is month, day, and year. So it is whatever format you have here that you will bring here. So you put it inside what? A colon. Sorry, inside a quotation. Percentage date slash percentage month slash percentage year. I will tell you the meaning of that percentage later today. Now, you know, normally I can decide to do it like this. The format of my date is like this: 07 2 digits slash 12 2 digits slash the year is what? 4 digits. So how am I going to write it? This is how I'm supposed to write it normally. DD YYY. Don't forget the dates. The day they are in small letter, the month they are in small letter, but the year they are in capital letter. Don't forget these things. So now, this is the normal format, and if I run this, it will work because this is the format of what? My date. But you know, there are some cases where we have something like this. Some people write like this. In some parts, some people would have written something like this: 7 slash 12 slash 2015. Instead of writing 2015, they'll just write 15. Or they might even write 2015. What am I writing? Now, if you look at this now, this format now, this one that I wrote is this day, then the month is MA, and the Y is what? Y. Can you see this thing now? It might mean the same date, but the format is different because my day here is just having one D, right? But if I have 07, 07 means I'm doing something like, sorry, DD. Hope you understand the meaning of those formats that I'm talking about. Now, because some people in that particular date format, they might have different formats inside it. For the first one, they might have 07. The next row, they will have only 7. So that to take care of everything, either if you are writing it as 7 or you are writing it as 07, so that to take care of it. That is why I'm putting percentage. Percentage means anything. Anything. So it might be something, there might be nothing. But anything day, percentage means anything month, and percentage means anything year. So in any way I'm writing it, it will work. So
So
even
the
if
per-
it is like this,
so
even
the
if it is
percentage
like this,
is in like function.
yes. So I will explain the like function very soon now. I will explain the like function very soon. So now, even if it is like this, now this is 7/05/2025, right? This is supposed to be 05 normally, but if I write it like this, it's still valid. But if it was that I wrote it, I didn't put percentage, I'm telling SQL that look for only one value. That should be 5. But if I'm writing that is whatever is here must be 2. That is 05. Sorry. Whatever I'm writing here must be 205. I don't know if you are getting what I'm saying.
Yes, we are getting it.
So now, so that it will cater for everything, no matter the format you want to use, it will cater for it. That's why I'm putting percentage.
Okay, I observe something, Mr. Ahmed. You see that your date is the what I'm saying at the top is different from column or something. What's that
Yes.
symbol?
What was that symbol? Thank you very much for that. For that. You remember I said something. I said, okay, that question I will answer after this whole thing. You can write your dates normally, which will work. But I would explain this. Let me finish what I'm explaining now. Please, in case I forget, there are two things I want to explain. I want to explain this percentage sign later and this date. This thing that I have here. Why did I put it here? I will explain it. So now, if I run this now, if I run this, it will automatically look at the first thing it will do. It will not change this thing that I have here to a format like this, to the normal SQL format, but it's not yet a date. It's just changing it to, it's still a text, but it's just changing it to the format of a date. Then I will now convert it. Now, look at the first thing I said. To change the format of the date column to a proper date format. To a proper date format. So I want to change it from this slash slash to dash dash. You know, normally from our Excel, it is slash slash. And in SQL, it has to be dash in between. So this one is changing it from that slash slash to dash dash. So now, I will now convert it to a date data type itself. So I will now say alter table, the daily sales table, then I'll convert it from what? Day. I will now modify that column. This column, day, I want you to change it to a date column, a date data type. Have I confused you guys? Have I confused you guys? So now, to the next thing. Now, please note that while you are doing this, you have to do this too. On your, before you can start doing maybe the assignment I'll be giving you, you have to do this first. And you have to do it for all those tables that have dates. The daily sales target, it has a date too, but it is called day. You have to do it too for that one. So now, because mine is, if I go to my Excel, it is day, month, and year. That is why I have it as D, M, and Y. If you check your own, inspect your own first. Your own might be month, day, and year. So if your own is month, day, and year, you have it like this: M, D. So if your own is month, day, and year, this is how you have it. But because my own is what? Day. So if you have a question, please just tell me so that I don't need to come back. Day,
Oh
month,
yeah,
and
Mr. Sorry, I don't know. I missed the what's the percentage symbol for?
okay, I will explain the percentage. Don't worry.
Okay.
So now, this is the way you will write it. If you check, if you bring out your own, if you say select star from sales table now, you will see the format of your own. It is that same format of your own that you use in writing this. Then you will modify the column.
Okay.
So now, going back to my, going back to,
Elisa,
yes ma,
Elisa.
yes ma.
You were saying that okay, we have to run this set date,
Yes.
string to date. Now, what if we go to that Excel and change the format
No,
to
no, 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 no. You brought it. Even if you change it on Excel, it's already out. In fact, you don't even need to go to Excel first. You just select star from sales table. You will see the format in which your date is normally,
okay, okay,
right?
okay.
If you select star from sales
Yeah.
table now, you see everything, right?
Yes.
So you can see your format from here. So now,
Okay.
going to the next one. You know, I have, let's look at the different type of pizza that we have. I have barbecue chicken. I have chicken feast. I have chicken suya. So there are a lot of pizzas that have chicken in their name. So now, the next question I want to solve. Someone said, get the pizza with chicken starting their name. So now, if I want to select this now, what are the values that will come out? Normally, if I want to do it manually, since I want chicken to start their name, then this one will be there, chicken feast, right? Chicken suya too will come out. Right? Which one again? Chicken Bali, chicken legend. So far chicken is starting. That's what they want. So I'll say select pizza sold, pizza sold from sales table. Now my where clause, where that pizza sold, where the pizza sold, I will now say like what? I will now come here. Like they said it must start with chicken. So chicken must start. So it must start with chicken. Then another thing can be at the back of that chicken. That another thing, I cannot represent it with percentage. Then I'll close it. So if you see this, have you seen it? Chicken feast, chicken suya, chicken legend. Have you seen it? So those are the names. So they tell you that they need all the things that chicken is starting their name. This is what I will do. Chicken is starting. But percentage means another thing can be in front of that chicken. Any other thing. That is the meaning of percentage.
So you
That,
just use it to filter that chicken stuff.
yes. So what if they are said they want chicken to end their name? Let's go back to our Excel. Chicken to end their name. Look at this one. Chicken is ending their name. Chicken is not starting. So what will I do? I'll still write the same thing. But in this case, it's not going to be what? The percentage is going to be what? In front. Because chicken is ending the name. It's not starting. So it's going to be something might be in front too, but chicken must end it. Then I'll run it. Have you seen it? Then the barbecue chicken is coming out. I think it's only barbecue chicken that has this. There are some that there is chicken in between their name. Or I want to see all the pizzas that there's chicken in the name, either front or back or middle, anywhere, but there's chicken. What am I going to do? So far there's chicken in their name. What am I going to do? I will now put the percentage front and back. That is, they can be chicken, they can be something in front, or they can be something at the back. So far there's chicken there. So bring it out for me. So can you see? Barbecue chicken, chicken feast, chicken leg, everything is there now. So that is the meaning of percentage. Percentage means something like So if I tell you that bring out all the states in Nigeria starting from L. So when you want to put your plus now, you say where states like L, you now write that L, then you put percentage in front. So far the state is starting from what? L. I hope you understand now. Then the second thing I want to say is concerning this one, right? Now, look at this. If I want to select date, select price from sales table. But if you look at it now, select is a function in SQL, it's painted blue. Price is a column, it's painted black. From is a function, it's painted blue. Date, if I write date, normally date is a function in Excel, normally. But because there is a column called date in our table, there is a column called date. Let's say there is a column called select. How will I write it? Let's assume that this SN normally is called select. And I want to select this column. How am I going to write it? I'll say something like select. Can you see it's already showing red? It's already showing red. But I can't be selecting two things. Like, it's not making sense. We have cases like that. Date is a function. But in our table, date is the name of a column. Then how do I tell SQL that this date that I'm writing on is a column name? Then I will introduce a backward comma. Do you understand? A backward comma that will show that this select that I'm writing on is not a function. It is a column name in my table. Now, SQL is so intelligent that even when I write date, it's painting it blue, but it will understand that you mean a column because you just understood it. But me, the fact that I'm even seeing it painted blue, I don't like it. That is why I'm introducing that particular backward comma. So it can bring out the date column for me. So even if I didn't put it, will it work? Yes. In this case, it is going to work. It's working in this case. But there are some cases where it will not work, especially in Python. If it was in Python, it will not work. You have to tell Python that this thing that I'm writing, I don't mean a function. I mean a column header. So have I answered your question, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. So any other question before we call it a day? Let me stop the recording.
Yes, sir. There's the question I asked before.